Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. The Bearcats will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a look at them first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Finds his man. It's Brown. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Fakes to grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on! Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Nevada comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the...
Touchdown, Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Sam Houston's offense will go to work for the first time. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Sam Houston.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's locked. Firing to the right, complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the catch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. A strike downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Nevada! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bearcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Off play action. Got his man in the middle. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On fourth down, going to the air. Bringing the heat. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games,
oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nevada. And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's locked. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on 4th down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
Off play action on 1st down. Got a man, it's Hayes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nevada holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, 1st down here. He leaves it with the back. Quick step and go. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
Number 26.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's locked. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's locked. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And listen, I think the offense did a really good job isolating that running back on a linebacker, running the angle route, had him open. Running back's there. You got to make that play, man. Had a chance after the catch to do some damage.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out fast. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Might be changing the route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Holds it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats line it up with a first and goal. To the air. It's locked. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. Third and goal. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
He'll set up to throw. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Nevada, deep in its own territory, just needs to get some space to operate on first down. Going right to work up top. Wide open downfield. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. To the air, it's Coleman. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen him had a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. First and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
They
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Back to pass, it's locked. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Makes it past Mark. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Finds his man down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Touchdown, Wolfpack! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's locked. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Sam Houston, 0.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. The play action fake. grab behind the line. It's more. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Bearcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Locke. Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Okay, ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10.
Easy.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Nevada! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's begin on what's going on in a big one in the American. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Locke. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws. You've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Creates a little room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wolfpack, after that big run, might want to see if that just works again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Nevada way behind the sticks on this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Lambert. Rushes on him. Got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Let's go!
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Now the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Back to throw, it's locked. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. And they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running to the left. Plows through the defense. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Turning it off. Got enough space. Touchdown, Nevada. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Scanning the field, it's locked. Grabs it in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
On the move at the 30. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Bearcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They want to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because
he's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Got it in the middle, it's Burleson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll give it to Johnson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. We've reached the end of the quarter, and it's Nevada holding the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Lambert. In the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
42 Spider. 4-2
for it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
Here's the handoff. Oh, better look out. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Now from inside the red zone. Pocket breaking down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They're facing a 3rd down. 29 Philly. To the air, it's locked. Spits it out to the back. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Fires to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Nevada ripped off a huge chunk on the ground, and now they'll try to keep it going. The give as they work on that clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this 3rd and very long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to adjust the pattern. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got him. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He's going up top. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To throw, it's locked. He's going up top here late in the game. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Brought down at the 43-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one.